A colour wheel is a tool designed to help people pick colours that look good together, and the most common model is a circle of 12 colours that has 3 core colours and their derivatives. Three unique colours, known as primary colours, provide the basis for the colour wheel. These are red, blue and yellow. Secondary colours are formed by mixing together equal portions of any two primary colours. These colours are green, orange and purple. Tertiary colours are a result of mixing a primary colour with a neighbouring secondary colour. For example, mixing equal portions of green and yellow creates a colour known as yellow-green. And as you can see, the tertiary colours fill the gaps in the colour wheel. You might have heard terms like warm and cool colours, but what are they? The colours on the colour wheel can be divided into two categories according to the atmosphere and the emotions that they provoke. These are the hues that bring out a sense of warmth and are labelled warm colours, and incorporate the colours from red-violet through to yellow. All hues from yellow-green to indigo are referred to as cool colours. These are associated with cool temperatures and relaxation, and are much more passive than the warm colours. Weaker colours that draw little attention to themselves are known as neutral colours. These include all shades of white, black and grey. Neutral colours are very easy to work with because they blend easily with any other colour scheme. Using different shades and tints of a single colour is called a monochromatic scheme, which is perhaps one of the safest and easiest to work with. The monochromatic scheme is light on the eyes and gives off a soothing and balanced air. Another simple scheme is the analogous scheme. You could think of the analogous colours as neighbours, since they're all next to each other on the colour wheel. These colours always look good together since they have similar origins. The monochromatic and analogous colour scheme have a lot in common. They're both easy to work with and they both provide a good balance. However, the analogous scheme offers a bit more contrast and therefore it is a bit more interesting. Next up, we have the complementary scheme. This is any two colours located opposite to each other on the colour wheel. These are termed complementary colours. As implied, complementary colours enhance each other and almost always look great together, which is why it's so often used with great effect. The high contrast between two complementary colours produces a bold, vibrant effect that draws maximum attention to itself. One step further than the complementary scheme is the split complementary scheme. This scheme is derived from the complementary colour concept. You create this scheme when you take the base colour, the primary colour, and two neighbours of its complementary colour. Although it's sometimes more difficult to balance than some of the other schemes, this scheme offers the contrast of a complementary scheme, but without that bold intensity. Next, we have the triadic scheme. Using any three colours equally spaced around the wheel is known as a triadic scheme. For example, green, orange and purple. The effect of this scheme is very similar to that of a split complementary scheme in that it produces a vibrant yet subtle effect, But the best way to balance triadic colours is to select one of the colours as the dominant hue and the other two for accents. And finally, two more popular schemes. The tetradic scheme. This colour combination is a scheme that includes one primary and two complementary colours. It also uses one additional colour for highlight accents. And the simple square combination. This combination uses four evenly balanced colours.